Welcome to the Tech Show. I'm Sonya, and this week it's about the science of hair color. We've got your breaking tech news, and yes, another gadget tries to take my money. All that and more coming up on the Tech Show. Now it's time for the latest. More than $15 million in cryptocurrency has been donated to Ukrainian groups since Russia attacked the country on February 24th, according to research from the firm Elliptic. Decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, have formed to support the Ukrainian people and military. The country's official Twitter account has said it accepts Bitcoin, Ether, and Tether. Ukraine is known for its tech talent. More than 200,000 tech workers and its IT export business did $6.8 billion in volume last year. It also officially legitimized Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies last year in a law regulating digital financial assets and providing fraud protection for Ukrainians. Broadly, the international crypto community has reacted with messages of support for Ukraine. Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, tweeted that the invasion was a crime against Ukrainian and Russian people, adding glory to Ukraine. Later, Buterin retweeted an announcement from Unchained.fund aimed at humanitarian relief. Worried about your Wordle? Yes, the New York Times has bought the captivating word game, but not to worry because Wordle is a web page, and web pages can be saved. You can download the complete copy of the game right now that contains all the answers, cycles to the proper new puzzles each day, and still comes with the same share button so you can share those all-important little squares with fellow players. It doesn't retain your previous progress, just like the web page version doesn't keep your streak intact when you move from playing Wordle in a desktop browser to playing Wordle on a phone. But you could theoretically build a new one if you wanted, and it wouldn't be a surprise if someone figured out a way to import progress as well. There's an intriguing question here over whether it might be copyright infringement, so I'm not going to necessarily recommend you do any of the above, but saving web pages for offline use is a time-honored feature of all these browsers, and places like the Internet Archive do it constantly and continuously for much of the public web. So I expect the New York Times will make it easier on everyone and keep Wordle free forever. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
A Vivint smart home system with smart locks, lights, cameras, and more is the smartest way to protect your home and family. But we're not the only ones saying it. U.S. News & World Report named us the top home security system of 2019. Fast Company said we're opening the door to the connected home of the future. TechCrunch even called the Vivint smart home experience magical. Protect your home with the #1 smart home service provider in the U.S., Vivint Smart Home.
And right now, when you call 800-803-1337, we'll install your whole system for free.
Just in time for spring, we're checking out the top beauty trends for 2022. Beauty expert and influencer Alba Ramos has teamed up with Whole Foods Market and is here with the latest from hair care to skincare. Welcome, Alba.
Thank you so much for having me. Hi.
What are some of your priorities when it comes to beauty care?
Well, my own personal priorities is clean beauty, clean ingredients with transparency. So I look for quality and good value.
What are some of the top beauty trends?
Well, right now, the Whole Foods Market Trends Council has been seeing ceramides everywhere. So to get ceramides, I highly recommend the Acura Ultra Hydrating Plant Ceramide Daily Facial Lotion. This is a great addition to any skincare routine.
Any other trends when it comes to skincare?
Well, yes, check out this succulent trend that we've been seeing for years in foods and drink and cacti, specifically the fruit of the prickly pear, which contains amino acids and vitamin E and vitamin K, for example. This will help enhance that glow that we all love in our skin, and the Karuna cleansing oil and sleeping mask is perfect to get that prickly pear into your routine.
Spring break is here and summer's not too far away. How about sun protection?
Well, skincare brands are now rising to the occasion, ditching the white cast in sunscreens, which is so important, and especially formulating with non-nano zinc, which is far less visible on the skin, doesn't leave that white chalky residue, and ditching the oxybenzone and octinoxate to feel better about your sunscreen choices. And one of my personal favorites is this Cocoa Kind SPF 25 Daily Wear Sunscreen. It's very light and wears really nicely under makeup.
Hair care is always something on the top of our minds. What trends are you seeing there?
Where hair care brands these days, more than ever, are reclaiming our time when it comes to efficiency and just trying to get the job done quickly. So one of my favorites is the Satin Scrunchies by Kitsch. This is so perfect and so easy to use. Just literally put it on at night, take it off in the morning, and you have frizz-free hair. Anything else you'd like to mention? Well, there's a texture trend now that's really everywhere. It's storming into the beauty scene, and it lies somewhere between a gel and a cream. And that's where these skin-loving jellies come in, like this Mad Hippie Jelly Cleanser. I think you'll be seeing this in Whole Foods Beauty Week, starting March 16th, and they're beauty bags, which will be in stores only at limited quantities starting on March 18th.
And where can we go for more information?
Well, WholeFoodsMarket.com for everything that we talked about here and more.
Thanks, Alba.
Thank you so much. Bye.
More of the Tech Show is coming up, but first, here's Andrea Smith to keep us in the know.
Here's tech expert Andrea Smith.
Stay connected with T-Mobile's largest nationwide 5G network. Get the Galaxy S22 or S22 Plus for free, or up to $1,000 off the Galaxy S22 Ultra with 24 monthly bill credits when trading in an eligible device on Magenta Max or an eligible Sprint plan. Create a productive work-from-home space with the Webex Desk Mini, an all-in-one collaboration device with an interactive display, HD camera, full-range speaker, and built-in mic. It works with most virtual meeting platforms. For the gamers, Gran Turismo 7 is here for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Play solo or with others in over 400 cars and 90 tracks, and immerse yourself with the Pulse 3D wireless headset. Back up your connected life safely. WD's My Passport SSD storage drive works with PC and Mac and comes in capacities up to 4 terabytes.
For more, visit d6news.com/connectedlife.
March is National Sleep Month, and it's also when daylight savings time takes effect. That's why this is the perfect time to better understand the importance of sleep routines and how to safely support peaceful sleep. Here with some advice is Dr. Kelly Fraden, a pediatrician and author who is teaming up with Zerbies to share sleep solutions. Dr. Fraden recently wrote a book called Parenting in a Pandemic to help inform and empower parents navigating this very stressful time. Welcome to the Tech Show, Dr. Fraden.
Thanks so much for having me.
Please tell us how sleep habits can impact overall health.
As a pediatrician, I'm often telling parents that sleep is one of the most important things for their children's health. A good night's sleep can help a child's mood, obviously, but it also supports their growth and their learning. Sleep even helps boost the immune system. So it's critical to health to have good night's sleep, both for children and for their parents. So when I work with parents to improve their children's sleep, it often helps the parents' health as well.
What can parents do to help their children get good sleep?
So parents should feel comfortable talking to their doctor if their child's having difficulty sleeping. You can always ask the pediatrician. But one tool to consider is melatonin, and I often recommend Zerbies Children's Sleep with Melatonin. These supplements are a safe and effective way to help occasional sleeplessness in children 3 and up without forming a habit. And they can help children adapt to new routines and adjust to daylight savings time.
Where can we find out more?
So they can find the supplements at most major retailers, and they can learn more about it at Zerbies.com.
Welcome back to the Tech Show. Are you ready to experiment with a new hair color? Wella signature artist Alicia Avanpre is here to show us the best way to choose. Welcome, Alicia. So Wella is always known for technology, education, and being on the cutting edge. What did you bring today?
Thanks for having me. So today I brought Shinefinity Color Glaze. So Shinefinity is our newest technology from Wella. It is a pH balanced glaze. So it is something that's considered a demi-permanent color.
Oh, okay.
So a demi-permanent color is something that sits in the hair for about 20 washes, 20 to 24 washes, Shinefinity being 20 specifically. And it has a really cool pH buffering technology built into the color as well as the activators that we have.
This is exactly the reason why people should not go to a box when they are doing stuff to their hair, because this is really science. This is about pH balance with your hair, making sure that you're using the right techniques for the right coarseness of hair, maybe?
Yeah, so I like to think of hair as a canvas, right? So depending on your canvas is going to determine what you're going to be using on it.
Okay, so look at my canvas. What would you do to me?
So this is where you'd be a perfect opportunity to use Shinefinity as an awesome color glaze, because it's going to give you high shine. So high shine, it's going to help balance any of the colors that you're looking for in your hair. So whether you like the warmth, whether you want to enhance it, correct it, you have all those possibilities with Shinefinity.
Okay, so this is the thing that you go into your salon to do. It is highly scientific, and we will come out looking as glorious as your hair. I mean, your hair it has this beautiful color to it, but this beautiful shine. So I guess that's why they call it Shinefinity.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you. This is Shinefinity. But it was a really simple color glaze. So all I did was 20 minutes with our brush and bowl activator and 2 of our colors, and that is as simple as that.
Okay, so give me an idea of, if I was going into the salon, how the whole thing would start. I love when these big books of colors come out, so that way I can choose. So how would I decide where I need to be on the spectrum?
So this is a great tool for stylists. So stylists, if I can hold on and show you. So our stylists can kind of determine, this is a nice introduction to somebody who's never used Wella before. So it's going to have all of your tones on the depth of the hair, and a level above and a level below. So Wella Color goes from 2 to 10 in our depth of color. So 2 being the darkest and 10 being very light blonde, the lightest blonde. This is going to have a really cool visual representation of your level on depth, a 1 below, and a level above. Okay. So a lot of times when you get swatch books, which we have in professional beauty stores, it will show you just the level, or it'll show you on white hair. Yeah. So you're oftentimes not going to get a true representation of what the color is going to look like. So the great thing about this is that somebody who's new to Wella, somebody who's maybe new into the industry, is going to get a really good representation of what the color is actually going to look like on each depth.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we have 32 shades, and so it has 32 times 3, 96.
Almost 100.
Almost 100 swatches on here, exactly. And it'll even show you on white hair too. So you're going to get tons of just different
okay, so I already know
tones.
what I want. It's either going to be this like cinnamony color here, or you know what I always call cherry cola there, that purple. I love kind of this look. So now that I'm here, I want this. So what are we going to do?
So these are actually really cool. These are our boosters. So these actually have no depth to them. So this is just pure pigmentation. So we have our 66, our 00 stroke 66, which is our violet booster, our 00 stroke 89, which is our blue booster. It's a pearl cendre booster. And then we have our 00 which is our clear.
So you actually add these to these colors to kind of give them a different feel.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm getting educated by Wella. Okay.
Yeah, or you could do it alone. You have possibilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to see how you actually get this done. Now show me the science.
Okay, so the great thing about this specific Shinefinity is that it is pH balanced. So the pH scale goes from 0 to 14. So 7 is neutral. In any sort of pH family, that is how it is across the board in science. And your hair actually lives at a 4.5 to a 5.5. So usually, your shampoos and conditioners tend to be closer to that. But with hair color, we found that when you take color molecules and you drop it below a 6.5, it tends to become unpredictable. So you're no longer going to get the true tones and results that you're looking for. So with Shinefinity, it is a demi-permanent color, but it is sits in this really cool range from going alkaline to then acidic.
I mean, this is like science class. You're taking me back to high school science.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing to see, which I can show you a demo.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Welcome back to the Tech Show. We're back with Wella's signature artist, Alicia. What do you have for us now? So this is the kind of thing that I always wonder what happens. You know, your stylist goes off into like a back room and starts doing magic. Yeah, so we're seeing the magic right here on the Tech Show.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pay attention when I'm in the chair because I'm kind of, I'm just kind of sitting there letting the thing happen to me, and then I'm happy with the results, but I never really think about what's happening to me in the moment.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That's
It's
a good
allowed.
thing.
It's okay.
That's a good thing. Yeah, that means you're relaxing, right? And that's what you want to be doing. This is where we kind of get to have our fun, and really get a little bit more scientific about it. But I mean, if you're relaxing in the salon chair, by all means, that is what it is there for. Take your time and enjoy it, and then we get to do all of the little interesting techie things behind the scenes. So this is the pH indicator.
Right.
So it's going to read the pH for us. So this you can do, a lot of people have it for like pools or things,
Right.
but it's just a really simple reader of pH. So you can
Wow,
already
look
see
at
their
that.
different colors, right? So with this particular indicator, it does go from a more yellow to an intense pink.
Okay.
And you can already see the huge difference in contrast, right?
And so the pH will change when it touches the hair.
So you want this to drop down to be more of a softer yellow
Okay.
versus being more of like a salmon-y or a pinky tone.
Okay.
So we're gonna take a little bit of our brushes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
So now when you put it on the hair, we're going to see the actual pH of the hair.
So we're gonna see this just slightly change here. And you can see how it's not nearly as yellow as it
Right.
is in the
beaker when it's all together, right?
Exactly. It's cool how this is something that's really easy to see visually and how it kind of makes more sense of how pH works.
And this is really forward thinking for hair care. And this
Yeah.
is something that Wella hasn't done in a long time as well, correct?
Yeah, this is our newest innovation. So this is a really big deal for us, right? Because this is brand new technology. And it is a no drip, no mess gel cream color.
And so this is fixing your hair. You're coloring your hair for maybe a visually aesthetic change, but this is actually changing the feel and the health of your hair.
It's bringing it down, so there's zero damage, there's zero lift with Shinefinity, which is super unique. Zero damage, zero lift to have. So this is going to seal everything back down, but it almost feels as though if it's like healing the hair.
Yeah.
Just because the way it kind of pushes into the hair and brings it down.
Seals it down, exactly what you said. Like it's taking all those like frayed edges and like even me who I'm getting close to needing a haircut, so everything's kind of starting to look a little dry. That gets sealed back down. For at least 20 washes, you said.
For 20 washes, yeah.
Okay.
So now, technically there's no thing to really fix a split ender.